For those of you just tuning in, you might have missed this video. I'm going to wait and, take roll when people show up, and we'll start to do that here in another minute or so. But I'm on early just for that reason. Let me get my course book ready to take roll. And I see somebody's joined me, so as soon as you have, just type in your name so I know who's here. That would be great. Then I can mark you down as taking part. So go ahead and write your name and hit return, and I'll see if it comes up on my chat screen. Great, I see Coco's here. And I see Lisa's here, super. After a few minutes here, I'll see who shows up. I know it was fairly short notice. Then we'll start with the hour, and then I'll send the link to everyone else. But let's give it a couple more minutes. And for those listening already, I'll just tell you that it may be many weeks before I see you, and this is a reason that I want to start teaching you what you'll need for the next few years out of 7th grade. Okay, Yo is here. Frederica is also here. That's great. And got 4 of you. We'll see. We'll wait another 3 minutes, let's say, and we'll see if a couple others show up. Looks like somebody else is coming online here. We'll see who it is. Okay, so I see Constantine that you put a message in the class chat. Let's see if I can read that. No, I can't. I want to see if I've got something here that I can click on to see your messages here. Can someone write me a message and I'll see if I can have it come up here on the live stream? And then we really will start. I think it's about time to do so. And again, if you're just joining us, type your name in so I can see who's here. Okay, Constantine writes hello. So Coco writes hello. Good. So I can see that right here where you're putting in that. So I guess I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 of you. Although it says I've got 5 different people. Is there somebody who still hasn't typed their name in? Good. And hi to Frederica. Okay. I'm still seeing a 5th person. I've got Lisa, Coco, Yo, and Frederica. Is anybody else out there? Okay, well, some others may join us. Let's go ahead and start for the day. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Federica. Okay, so very well. I want to talk to you about density, and I'm hoping you can read this behind me. I've got a whiteboard. It's a little hard, but there's the word density. And what I'd like you to get, if you could here, is 2 things I have too. Find a calculator, or you can use one online, of course. Hey, there's Stephanie has joined us. Very good. Welcome. Hi. And a piece of graph paper. So if you can find those, great. If you absolutely don't have graph paper, get some regular paper. But if you can find a piece of graph paper, that would be super. We'll need that in a little bit. Okay, so here's what's up first for the year. Okay, we're going to learn about density. You're going to work on an online lab the next couple of weeks on that. And then we'll finish up with some stuff with heat. And yeah, that may be about what we have time for during the school year to finish up what we need for 7th grade physics. I'll do probably one of these live streams each week with you. That's kind of my goal. I'll try and do it during the times when our class meets. Okay. All right. Density. So let's talk about what it is. So I'm going to put my course book down here for a second and grab a marker. And let me know if you can't see stuff. Oh, I got another person here. And that is, you're going to have to give me your name because I can't tell from your email who that is. But hello. And I'll write down quickly who that is. It's Aaron. Super. Good. Thanks for joining us, Aaron. Let me know somebody else if you join us. And away we go. Okay, so what is density? All right. You might have heard the word before. It has to do with taking the mass of something and dividing it by the volume. You'll need to calculate some densities in the lab that you do, the online simulated lab. And we're going to do some calculating and measuring right now together of some objects that I've got. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to write the data down, but first I'm going to show you what I'm getting. I'm going to get some, let's make a little table. I'm going to get some, oh, sorry, back up. Density, what it's measured in. Okay, I'm going to pick on some folks here. How about Aaron? Mass, what can we measure mass in, Aaron? What sort of label? Mass comes in what? Give Aaron a moment to respond here. Kilograms, well done. So density is in kilograms per, okay, now the bottom, volume. How about Lisa? What could we measure volume in? The volume of something. Think of like math class. Giving Lisa another moment to respond, looking for what we measure volume, what sort of label we measure volume in. Think of like milk in the refrigerator, for example. Liters is right. Yes, Lisa. So if we put those together, we say we measure density in kilograms per liter. And that's how we write it in physics, like a little fraction, okay? But a lot of things aren't so big. So what we do is we say, or, and this is what you might have in some labs. I can't remember if the online simulation does kilograms per liter. Actually, I think it does. So that's the one you'll use online. Today, though, we're going to use, because I got little objects, okay? Here, I'll show you what we're going to measure, okay? Like stuff like that. So the little objects we're going to measure in not kilograms, but just grams per milliliter. So G over ml, okay? That's really used commonly in chemistry because we often have smaller amounts of stuff, all right? And I teach chemistry too. Okay, you ready? Here we go. Let's measure some stuff. So we're gonna take a little chart and I'll tell you right away, these guys are all a fairly lightweight metal and it starts with A. Can somebody guess what that metal might be? A lightweight metal that starts with A. It's your test from the periodic table. And several people got it all at once. Oh man, I got Aaron, Lisa, and Coco all right. Aluminum, you're right. So we're going to do aluminum. Al. I should have asked you that. That's the symbol. I think you know that from last year in elementary. Okay, aluminum. We're going to get the grams. Well, we're going to get the mass. And this is how we do it in physics, in grams. So at the top of the little column, we'll write mass in grams. And then we're going to write the volume in milliliters. Okay, so here we go. I've got 4 objects. Let's take this as our first one, okay? Oops, I got, oh, we can't see it. Okay, I got it. All right, so let's see how I can get it so you can see it easier. Let's move me here and you there. And I'm going to turn on another light and let me know if it helps, okay? Is that better or worse? We still can't see? No, that's from the last time. So how about somebody, is that any better? Can you see a little bit better? I hope. A little better. It's too fine writing. Okay, I'll try and write bigger, fatter. Okay, and maybe I'll change colors too, okay? So here we go. I've got something to show you. I'm going to turn this to the side. And what I've got is a balance. You might have used these in chemistry. So, okay, a couple of you saying it's a little better. And I'll try and write thicker. Okay, I'm going to turn it on. And I'll tip this up so you can see it. Come on. So there's my balance, okay? And I'm going to put the object on. You ready? It's on 0, 0, and I'm going to put this on and see what this thing weighs. And I'll move its little tail out of the way. So it's 138.94. So let's go ahead and write that in our table. So let's see if you can see now, 138.94. Oh, I think that's easier to read. I hope so. Okay. Oh, I got another person joining us. I got Jonathan. So Jonathan, let me check you off. Thanks for joining us. Anybody else? No, that's it so far. Okay. Okay, now that's the mass of this sucker, right? Okay, so how do I get the volume of this? Look at its shape. What's the way I do it from math class? And I'll give you a hint. Okay, so what do I do here from math class to get the volume of this thing? And hello, Jonathan. Give me like a formula. Who haven't I talked to yet? How about Stephanie? Do you know a formula for math class to get the volume of a block? What do I do? The volume of a block in math class. Coco has it. Length times width times height. Yeah, you got it. So I'm going to write that over to the side, okay? To get the volume. And by the way, it'll be easier on the program you use, the simulation. Then you just get the volume. You'll see how it's kind of cool. Use water. Anyway, but we're going to use math. So the volume equals length times width times height. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to do that over on the side here for each one. So my first volume, I'll call it V1. And I got to measure this thing. So I'm going to do this fairly quickly because I've got to do it. So here we go. I measure the length of that, and it's 9 centimeters. Times the width is 2 centimeters. And the height, if I hold it like this, I think it's also 2 centimeters. It is 2 centimeters. Okay, so, and yes, I rounded the numbers. I was not very accurate because I'm in a hurry. Okay, so 9 times 2 times 2. Let's do that. 2 times 2 and then times 9. What is it going to be, folks? Somebody punch in the answer and I can write it for our volume. And Stephanie knew that too. Good. Thanks everybody for writing in stuff. It keeps you accurate. 36, lots of you got it. Dynamite, look at the answers. Oh, hey, I'm happy. You guys are good. Okay, so 36. And now here comes the label part. You ready? Good. Dynamite. Well done, everybody. So I got centimeters times centimeters times centimeters. So we can just call that centimeters cubed. You ever seen that? We put a little 3 up there, centimeters cubed. Or it's the same as what? Let's see if anyone knows this. So a little centimeter cubed would be like that big, centimeter on each side, but that's also what volume, a common thing that you know. So let's see if somebody knows that. So again, a centimeter cubed is the same as what other label? Hint, it's in our chart. So a centimeter cubed could be the same as what other label? In German, it would be Einheit. See if somebody can figure it out. So another word for centimeter cubed is, Coco got there first, and a couple others are close. Milliliters is correct. So guess what? We're going to put it over here. So that's 36 milliliters, okay? And we have milliliter at the top, so I don't have to write it each time. Good. Okay, that was this sucker. Ooh, several of you got that. Good. Well done. Okay, so we're going to take another one and do the same thing. Okay? Shaboom. So I've got the same thing, still aluminum, and that I think has been easier to see, so I'm going to use that same blue color for you. Let's get the mass of this sucker, okay? So I'm turning on my scale again, my balance as it's called. And I should have left it on like a dummy. I turned it off. Okay, that is 89.81. So let's write that down. And let's get the volume of this thing, okay? Here we go. Whoa, I'm losing my markers. Okay, so the volume. So again, I got my ruler here. And if I was going to have you in lab, you'd be doing the same thing. So I got 1, 2. Well, that's not very good. Let's start here at 10. 3 centimeters by 3 centimeters by, well, how about that? It's a perfect cube. So it's 3 centimeters by 3 centimeters by 3 centimeters. Gang, can you just tell me what that is? Maybe we don't have to do it on the side. 3 times 3 times 3, what's that going to be? And I'll fill it in for our volume of our second object for this guy. And a couple of yo's got their first 27. All right, well done. So that's 27 milliliters or centimeters cubed, same thing. Hey, UCN's there. UCN, thanks for joining us. Let me write down that you're here because you're going to get all of you some participation points. I appreciate that. Where's my UCN? There she is. Just checking you off there. Good. Okay. All right. Okay, so here we go. We got 2 more. Oh, man. We got this little puppy. Same stuff, but let's see what our mass is, okay? So we're going to get the mass of this on the balance again. And I'm going to hold this up again so UCN can see what I'm doing. So there's the balance. I want it to be at 0, so I'm going to put, whoops, I meant to hit the tare button, but I didn't. So let's wait till it's 0. There it is, 0. Okay, now I can put it on there. And let's see what I got. Looks like 16.05. Okay, away we go. So 16.05. And again, let's wait. Let's measure this sucker. So here we go. It's 1 centimeter by 1 centimeter by 6 centimeters. Okay, 1 times 1 times 6. So who's the first to get there? It's 6. Thank you, Lisa. Okay, so that's 6 milliliters is the middle of that. Okay, I got one last one here. What the heck did I do with it? Here it is. It's our last object, and then we're going to graph them. Okay, so here we go. It's not a cube, so let's see if you can remember. Good, lots of you got that, including Aaron. Well done. Okay, so, and Jonathan too. So let's figure out how to get that. So it's got this at the end, and see if somebody remembers from math class how I get the volume of this. It's called a cylinder. A cylinder. So to get the volume of this, there's no length or width, there's only height. But what do I do? Anybody remember how to get the volume of a cylinder? What the formula is for that? Hint, the bottom's a circle. Let's see if you learned that in math class. If not, I'll tell you, it's not a big deal. But if someone knows the formula to get the volume, type it in now for me. In letters is fine. The Durchmesser, says Coco. Yes, it can involve the diameter. That's the English word. But there's more to it than that. Let's see if somebody can add to that. Hint, we got to get something for the circle. What do we got to get for the circle at the bottom? What do we got to get for the circle maybe down here? See if some others can guess. No guesses? I hate to just tell you, but I guess I will. Maybe you haven't had this yet in geometry. I don't know. Oh, I got a bunch. The width says UCN. Yeah, that would be the same as the Durchmesser, the diameter. We need that, but maybe there's more. It's, oh man, you go by different names here. So it's Frederica. Frederica says measure through the middle of the bottom. Yes, that's the diameter. So you're all close. Something with pi, says Lisa. Yes, and not ice cream. Okay. With pi, pi that is, it's the area. So I got to get the area of the circle. Yeah. Okay. What's the area of the circle? What's the formula for the area of a circle? And this time I will write it down with you. It involves pi. We'll see what that is. Area of a circle, either in English or German. Well, let me write the formula first so you can kind of get there, okay? So it's the base times the height. Well, the height we got, okay? But the base we got to get. So that's the area. And area is, well, it's pi. So unless somebody comes up with it quick, I'll just give it to you. It's pi times the radius squared times the height. So pi r squared times the height, okay? Okay, so we need the radius of it. We never learned that. Okay, all right. Well, you're going to learn it now. And again, it's easier on the simulated program. You won't have to do that. Okay, so here's my little guy. Okay, the Durchmesser is 2, so the radius would be 1. Okay, so I got 1. I put in for r, 1 squared, so I got 1 times 1. We know what that is, right? Times the height. And the height of this thing, and I'm going from 10 here, is, oh boy, that's not so nice, but I guess we'll take it. It's 7.5, 7.5, so 7.5 centimeters. So I got pi. Anybody know what pi is? The letter, here's the letter pi. Okay, what that is as a number, just for grins. Somebody help me out. Hint, it's on your calculator. You can also just hit the button and let me know. Still waiting for somebody to find pi. Doesn't go on forever. Yeah, it does go on forever, but we only need the first couple numbers, Coco. But thank you. Yeah. There it is. Okay, so it looks like Frederica's got it. So 3.14 is right answer. So I got 3.14 times 1 times 1, so that's just 1 centimeter squared, times, how high was it? 7.5, is that what I said? Yeah, times 7.5. So I got 3.14 times 1 times 7 point, so I got 3.14 times 7.5. If somebody could do that for me. And Stephanie writes times 10. No, that's not quite right. Okay, so It's going to be what? 3 times 7, 20. It's going to be over 20, isn't it? Can someone punch that out for us with their calculator? 3.14 times 7.5. The 1 is just 1, of course. I'm going to move all that away. Oh, several of you got there, including Yo and Lisa. So thank you both. So the volume is, hey, everybody's getting there. Nice. Okay, so 23.55. Oh, I didn't get the mass of it, did I? Doggone it. Okay, so here it is again. And I'm going to get the mass. You've all seen me do that, so you can trust me now. Okay, 62.4. Okay, we got it. All right, so I hope everybody's written down that data because you need that. If not, you'll be able to look back at the video later. I'll have it on YouTube for those that couldn't make it with us. Okay, I'm going to erase this thing now because we need to have, you know what? I should have brought my camera. That I didn't do it. I meant to take a picture of it, but that's not going to happen because I forgot my camera. Okay, so I'm going to erase this bit here. And I'm going to make a third column, okay? You guys can help me do this. So let's make a third column. If you can fit it in, if not, put it somewhere else on your paper and say, this is going to be the density. And we're going to do it in grams divided by milliliters. That's our label. Okay, so I'll write the first one. The rest we're just going to do on our calculator, okay? So the first one, the density is the mass over the volume. So we can write it like this, D equals M over V, okay? So here's the first one. For our first object, it was 138.94, 38.94 grams divided by 36 milliliters. Okay, could somebody divide that for us and let me know? Maybe you're way ahead of me already. If it's a little small, I'm going to read it off for you, okay? So get your calculator ready. 138.94 divided by 36. And please, several people do it so we can make sure we get all the same answer, okay? That's real important. Oh, somebody's got there already. Frederica is fast. So she got 3.85 something. Let's see if others got the same. Yo got the same. And let's see if another one or two have punched in what they got. The 4 goes on. That's fine. So we're going to round it. We're going to round it a little bit. Look at this, 36. So let's round it to, how about 3.86? How about that? 3.86. Good. Let's do the other ones. You ready? Let's just do them on our calculator now. Okay? So can I have you divide and then let me know what you get, several of you. So do the second object. So do 89.81 divided by 27, please. So second one, 89.81 divided by 27. Let me know what you get for the density of that one. .3, 3.26. So Frederica and Jonathan have given, let's maybe get one or two more answers. So I got 3.326 from Yo as well. So let's do that. So let's let's round it the same way. 3 point, how about 3. Let's do the next one, okay? Thank you, everybody, for punching that out. Thank you, UCN. Okay, let's do the next one. So now we got 16, same thing, mass divided by volume. So 16.05 divided by 6. 16.05 divided by 6. And let me know what you get. Ooh, is it that low? Frederica's got 2.675. If it's that low, yeah, so does Lisa and Jonathan. Okay. I'm thinking I wasn't very accurate with that one, but we're going to plot it and see. Okay. So here we go. What was it? So 2.68, let's call it. I really wonder about why I was so inaccurate there, but that's the way it is. Okay, let's do the last one. So the last one, 62.4 divided by 23.55. And let me know what you get. 62.4 divided by 23.55. And Aaron, yeah, Aaron's got the right answer now. Is it? Let's verify that. 2.65. See if that's what others are getting. Aaron and Frederica have that. And I'm guessing it's still the last one. Let's see. 2.6. Yeah, 2.65 from Yo and Jonathan as well. So let's put that 2.65. Wow. To be honest, I'm not real happy. Why? Because I wonder if I didn't measure very accurately here. Let's see if I screwed up. When in doubt, let's have a look. Here was our big object. And I said it was, oh, there's my problem. There's my problem. Okay, you know what? I screwed up this big one. What did I say for the volume? I erased it. Let's do the big one again. It's 8 centimeters times, more or less, times 2 times 2. All right. Let's do it more accurately. Are you ready? Okay. This doesn't look good to me. Let's put a line through there. And again, I'm doing this because these should all, you can probably guess, these should all be the same. All right. The density should be the same. It shouldn't be dependent on the size of the object. So I'm guessing that I screwed up, and I think I did. So I'm going to be a little more accurate this time, okay? So for the volume, let's do this together. I got 8 times 2.5 times 2.5. So let's see where I can put this where you can do it. So here, we're going to go 8 centimeters times 2.5 centimeters times 2.5 centimeters. Can you punch that out for me and let me know what you get? 8 times 2.5 times 2.5. 50. Wow, I was pretty off, huh? Thank you, everybody, for doing that. Can we now do this again? The mass, I think, was correct because I used the balance. So can you divide the mass by the volume now and see what you get? I'm guessing it's going to be a pretty different number. So let's take 138.94 divided by 50. I think it's going to be closer to these suckers. So I think it's going to be 2 point something. And Frederica's there already. She is quick. So I got 2.78 from Frederica. Let's see if somebody else gets the same thing. Yo does as well. Good. So 2.78. Hey, that's a lot closer. Good. Let's do the same with down here, okay? I also suspect this one is wrong. Sorry about that. But when in doubt, check it out. Let's just do it again. So let's see what I get this time. Hard to get good help, isn't it? Thanks everybody for doing that. So here we go. I'm going to measure this one again. That was, which one? I think it was this one. What did I say? It was 3 by 3. That one's 3 by 3 by 3. So you know what? I just double checked it. And it's 3 times 3, which is 9 times 3 is 27. So I'm going to have to leave that. The other thing I'm going to check is I'm going to make sure the mass of it is really 89.81. Let's see if I screwed that up. That's still the same. All right. So, and is that really, folks? Yeah, it is, isn't it? So I got to keep that 3.33. I'm going to put a little question mark there. I'm guessing it's aluminum, but it's funny, it's not right on the money. Okay, so here's what I want us to do now. I got here, there's someone in the stream that's not in our class. No, Coco, everybody is in our class. Although I got Ethan Stoddard? Oh, message retracted. Okay, now he's in my 8th grade. So we're going to live stream with my 8th grade, but later on. So, but thanks, Coco. Okay, he must have just been here by mistake. It's okay. All right. Time to graph. So what I want you to do is get a sheet of graph paper like this and go ahead and put it up. I'm going to put it right up here. And I'm going to graph some points. And I'm going to graph some points. And what I'm going to graph is, and I'll go back and forth and show you how I'm doing this, is I'm going to graph the mass on one side. And that's going to be the y-axis. Remember, the y is up and down. So I'm going to do the mass in grams and the volume in milliliters. Okay, so I know you can't see that at all. So here we go. I'm going to hold it closer and I'm going to try and show you exactly what I want you to draw. So here we go. On this side, now I'm hoping you can read this. So I want the mass in grams and the volume in milliliters along the bottom. Can you see that at all? I hope so. I'm going to try with the marker. Okay, I want to plot the mass of our objects, boom, 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 and the volume. So here we go. Hope everybody's following along okay, and I hope you're getting a graph ready too. I had a 7th grade physics last year, and we tried to do this, and the results were really bad. No one really knew how to graph, so I want to make sure you guys know how to graph. So here we go. 10:30. Oh, gosh darn. All right, so thank you, Coco. It is 10:30, so our class period is up. Let's have you do this for next time. Just bring this graph. It's been 45 minutes. Thank you, Stephanie. Exactly. So we're about done. Hold on. So next time, bring this graph. We're going to graph it together. Okay. And we'll pick it up from there as to what we're going to do. Between now and when I see you next week, go ahead and start the online lab. Okay. And we'll see if you got some questions on it next week too. Okay. Everybody, thanks so much for joining us. Goodbye.